forget. And I have a little outline on my phone to kind of follow. So
I'm
first,
trying to put my light on, Jill. Give me 1 second.
oh sure, yeah. First, I'm just gonna keep talking. We're gonna go over just some informational things. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but August is kind of crazy. And it's really hard to get people to commit to anything in August. August is a very tough month because everybody's getting ready to go back to school. Everybody is buying their school supplies. They're going on their last minute family vacations. August is notoriously a really hard month. So you guys are still here. That's good. So if you felt any of that, just know that it wasn't you. It's just what happens in August. But what's nice is that September is when everybody is kind of ready to get back into routine. And they're like, okay, now my kids are at school. I'm going to set aside a half an hour a day or whatever it is to work out. And so September starts a new season for Beachbody. It starts our busiest season. September, October, and November and December are huge, obviously, because January comes and everybody has New Year's resolution. And then January, February, and March are huge. So we've made it through the really hard months. So just know that summer is notoriously the hardest time to be a coach. So if you made it through that, you're doing good. This month, the same challenge packs are on sale as last month, which is also a huge deal. There's 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, Size, Country Heat, PiYo, 22-minute Hardcore, and Beachbody On Demand. The On Demand challenge pack now includes the 21 Day Fix containers, which is really cool. That's just an added bonus. So they get 3 months of Beachbody On Demand, 30 days of Shakeology, and the containers, the portion fix. So that's really nice. Hi, are you Michaela?
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for getting on. Did you figure it out okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. I just was doing some announcements for everybody, so I'm recording it. So whenever we're done, if you want to go back and watch the first couple minutes, you are more than welcome. But you are brand new, so you might not even need to watch the first couple minutes. So I'm glad you're on, though, okay? Whatever we talk about today, Michaela, I just want you to know that you and I still need to have our one-on-one chat. So if this goes way over your head, I'm going to plan a Zoom chat just like this where it's just you and I, and we're going to go into a little bit more detail for you. But I know you've done stuff kind of like this before, so you might actually get more than what you think. So that's kind of why I invited you. Okay, so the next thing on my plan is study items. So what I want you guys to start thinking about for our next call is going Emerald and building a team underneath you. This takes a little bit of planning and a lot of training, and that's what I'm here for, and that's what we're going to dive into next week. So before next week, I would love for you guys to start watching training videos on YouTube about Emerald status. Read a few things, go into your online office and start looking at the Emerald status type trainings that they have. There's tons of trainings there, and just kind of study that a little bit. You don't have to have hours and hours of studying, but a little bit of know-how for next week when we dive into the training for that. Also, start thinking about your next free group that you're going to run. I suggest you start running one soon, sometime within the next 3 weeks, another 5-day free group. So start thinking about that. Use this next week to think about what do you want it to be about, and start researching what you're going to put into the free group. So what I like to do is make an outline for the group before I even advertise it. That way, when I'm advertising, if people ask me questions like, is this included? Is that included? I already know. I already know what I'm going to do. Everything is literally planned out. I just have to host the group. And when I do it that way, it's way more successful than when I just wing it. So start planning your next one now. And then our action items are, how much money do you want to make this month as a coach? And what do you need to do to get there? So I don't know about you guys, but I was just on Anita's team call, and she had Lori Stewart on there. She recorded it, so definitely put that on your list of recordings to watch because it was really good. But she made a really good point, and I was like, perfect, because I'm talking about this later on tonight. And whenever money is like a taboo topic, and whenever somebody says, I want to earn money at this, a lot of times they feel like almost shallow, like, I should be doing this to help people, but I really do want to earn money. And what's nice about this business is your success and the money that you earn is directly related to how many people you help. So if you are earning money, that means you are helping others, because in order to earn money, you have to help others. So think about it that way, that when you think I want to earn more money, know that that money is coming to you because you're helping others. And you don't have to be ashamed of it. Everybody earns money. That's what we're here for. We're putting hard work into this. So it's okay to get paid for your hard work. When she said that, I was like, oh, that is perfect. Because it is hard to explain that to people, So I'm going to kind of put you guys on the spot, one-on-one, and ask you how much money you want to make this month as a coach. So Andy, I'm going to start with you because you're first on my screen. What's your magic number that you are thinking you want to make?
I want to make at least enough to cover my Shakeology.
Good. Yep. So like $100.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Shannon?
To cover the Shakeology would be great, but like my magic number would be like 150. Covers my coaching fee and maybe just 20 in my pocket kind of.
Yeah, totally. Because money in your pocket makes you feel good. It makes you want to keep going. And what about you, Michaela? You just started. So have you thought about this at all?
I haven't, but enough to cover Shakeology would be good.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. So that would be $100. And then there's one other person on their phone, so I don't know who it is.
There's Heather here.
Oh, hey, Heather. How are you? Heather Cash?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm a little under the weather, so I sound a little bit like a frog right now.
Oh, no, that's okay. Thanks for coming on. How are you?
I'm here. But being so new and just starting off, I think if I could make anything, obviously it would be nice to cover the Shakeology.
Yep. Awesome. And I think the other girls that were not able to get on tonight would say the same, because I've talked to everybody individually. So we'll say our sweet number is between $100 and $150 a month. I want to tell you guys that as a coach, when I first started, my very first month, and I just looked back at this before this call because I couldn't remember, and I was like, that can't be right. My very first month as a coach, I was able to make $350, and I haven't gone down from that. And literally what I do is the same as what I did then. What I do now is the same as what I did then. So I want to share that with you, and I've shared it with you guys already, but I want to kind of go over it again, and the reasons why. So when you do your workout, you want to post about it. We have our vital behaviors. Do your workout, post about it. Drink your Shakeology and post about it. And not just like, oh, hey, it's my shake, but talk about why you drink it and how it's changing your life. Now, the new coaches here, Michaela and Heather, you guys are just starting. So what I would do is introduce yourself and like to your friends and family and just say, you know, I just started on this new adventure and I'm really excited to see how this is going to change my life. Follow me, and in 7 days, I'm going to tell you what difference I have felt. And put it out there. And then for the next 7 days, follow the meal plan, drink your Shakeology, and do the workouts as they're in there. And you will feel a difference. I guarantee you'll feel a difference, if not look any different. And then share about it. And that is what we call being a product of the product. That's the first vital behavior. You don't need the best transformation ever, but any type of improvement is going to get people watching you and wanting to do what you're doing. So share those little improvements, tons and tons of little improvements. Then I want you guys to be doing personal development every day. Personal development means reading a book, listening to a podcast. This call is personal development. This you can count as personal development. When you do it, the biggest thing with personal development is actually implementing what you learn. So when you read it, great. But if you read it and set the book down and walk away and never really come back to it, then you're not moving forward. So I want you to actually set aside 10 minutes a day to read a book and take notes. And then throughout the day, think about how you can implement that into your life. So for instance, yesterday I'm reading a John C. Maxwell book right now about leadership. And his chapter yesterday was about holding meetings just like this. And he described how he does it, his whole process. And at the end, he gave an outline. And that's the outline that I'm using today. And that's the guidelines that I have been using before this call. And so far, it's turning out to be very, very helpful. So that's implementing what I've learned and tweaking it to fit you. So that's the second vital behavior, personal development. A good thing to do is also post about that. Post about what you're learning. You know, have your audience or your followers, have them learn with you. That's going to be a big thing. When they start seeing that, oh, she's cool. She's growing as a person. She's learning these things, and she has the same weaknesses that I have, but she's able to move through them. That's a very big thing, and that's how you get people to follow you and want to join you. Anytime you're in a company like this, a direct sales, people typically don't join because of the company. They join because of the leader. They can care. I just had a coach today sign up, and she came to me and said, I've been looking at tons of different companies, but I like yours because I want to be on your team. So she didn't care what company it was, but she wanted to be on my team. And that's the goal you want, is to provide, you know, that. Oh, Tony's excited, Shannon. Let's see, I can mute you in a second. There we go. That's cute. So that's the second vital behavior, is personal development every day, and not just doing it, but implementing your personal development. Third vital behavior is inviting. And this one is where the math comes in. And I've never really trained on the math part of this because I enjoy math and statistics, and I didn't think a lot of other people did. But now that I'm learning more about you guys, I think it will really help you. So everybody thinks, you know, when you really go to look at how many invites you're doing every day, you need to have a way of tracking that. I started tracking in May of this year. I've tracked various times before, but never like consistently. And I started tracking consistently in May of this year. And we were moving, and I was taking my business really slow that month because we were moving. And I literally sent out 49 invites in May, which is not a lot. I usually send out 30 a day. So that tells you how slow I was in May. It took me all of June and all of July to get my income back up to where it was in May because I took that month slow. So starting to track, I was like, okay, I need to be inviting at least 10 people a day, which is 300 people a month. So I started to track that. And guys, last month I invited over 1,000 people because I'm into a routine now and I've been tracking. And the more I track, I'm already at Success Club 6 and I'll probably be at 8 tomorrow. So the more invites I've been sending, the more people have been joining me. But I didn't realize that I wasn't sending that many until May when I started to track. So when you're tracking, you need to have an easy way to do it. And however you guys want to do it, that's a whole nother phone call. I love to organize and help with that. So that's a whole nother phone call. But even just writing it down on a pen with pen and paper, who you track or invite every day, and then if they say yes or no. So the little math that I have, these are statistics given by the company, is how many invites does it take to get 10 no's, 10 people to tell you no, because when you invite, not everybody's going to respond. And how many no's does it take before you get a yes? So 100 invites. Out of the 100 people that you invite, 10 people will end up telling you no. Probably like 50 people will respond, like 40 people will say maybe, talk to me later, and 10 people will just say nope, not right now. You want to go for no. You need to go for no in order to get yes. There's a book about that. It's a good personal development book. It's called Go for No. It's a really good book, actually. I suggest you watch it. So 100 invites will get you about 10 no's. For every 10 no's, you'll get about 1 yes. Now this is average, so you might get 5 no's and then a yes, or you might get 15 no's and then a yes. But average, for every 10 no's, you get 1 yes. So in order to hit Success Club every month and have 3 people order a challenge pack from you, you need to invite 300 people a month. 300 people would give you 30 no's and 3 yeses statistically. So that is, when you break down even further, 10 invites a day without taking a day off. No days off. 10 invites a day. That's huge. When you break that down and you realize, and then you start looking at your numbers, you're like, oh, I only invited 5 people last week. No wonder why I'm not at Success Club and not earning the money that I want to earn. In order to make $100 in this business, you need to hit Success Club. You need to be selling 3 challenge packs a week, which is the next thing I want to go into. I'm going to share my screen here. And I know, Heather, you're on your phone, so I'm going to do my best to explain to you what we're seeing.
Okay.
And these illustrations that I have are in our team page as well. So you can look at them later. Okay, so there are 2 things. Can you guys all see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. So this little illustration I have up says how to earn $100 a week. Now that's a week. You guys want to earn $100 in a month. So cross out that word week and replace it with month. And this is how you can do it. So one new coach, when somebody signs up as a coach with a challenge pack, you will earn at least $40 from that. It goes up if the challenge pack is more expensive. If the challenge pack is $140, you get $40. If it's $160, you get $50. If it's $180, you get $70. And it just keeps going up. So that's how that works. So I always just say 40 because most of the time they're going to order a challenge pack that's $140. If they order a more expensive one, then it's a bonus. Which, by the way, guys, I was reminded of this on Anita's team call today too. $140 challenge packs were unheard of like 2 years ago. When I joined, my challenge pack was on sale for $180, and that was the cheapest. And a lot of them were over $200. So that's a huge deal. Like that, to me, I'm like, that's nothing. I know it's still a lot of money, but it's a lot of value for a little bit of money. So once you get to see the value in things, you're able to show other people the value, and that's what you need to do. When you sell a challenge pack, $140 challenge pack, you earn $35. So if you sell a challenge pack for $35, you sign up a new coach for $40, you're already at $75. Shakeology Boost, which is a nice addition to Shakeology, especially for like coffee drinkers or people who don't get all of their greens in. When you sell a Shakeology Boost, it's $11. So then you would be up to $86. If you sell a workout program all on its own, it's $15. That puts you over $100. And then I have on there Shakeology HD. So when you sell a challenge pack, not to a coach, but to a customer, and they're on Shakeology and they love Shakeology, every month when their order goes through, you get $33. So those HD orders compound over time. I always try to get them to sign up as a coach if they're going to continue on, because then you get volume. And team volume is really where the money comes in. And we'll talk more about that next week when we do the Emerald training, and teach you why you want to be Emerald, all the benefits of it. But it says right here, once you hit Emerald, you get Team Cycle Bonus, which is $14 a cycle. Once you hit Diamond, it goes up to $18 a cycle. It sounds like not a lot, but when you get 50 to 100 cycles in there, it adds up pretty quick. And the more team members you have, that's huge. It's totally possible. Trust me. If I can do it, you guys can do it. But in order to get there, you have to do these things every single month. It's consistently checking those things right off the list. Did I get a new coach this month? Check. Did I sell a challenge pack? Check. Did I sell a boost? Check. Did I sell a workout program without Shakeology? Check. Did I get an HD order? Check. If you do that every single month consistently, you will earn $100 this month. Probably more, because once you get invited, you're going to start selling a lot more. You'll earn $200 the next month, $300 the next month. It will compound, and it will start compounding quickly. But you have to do the work. You have to send out those invites. You have to be running challenge groups, getting results, and helping your challengers get results. That's huge. If you're not helping anybody, nobody's going to want to join your group. So when a challenger has results, share them. You have to ask them first if you're going to, obviously if you share their pictures, you want to ask. If you share their name, you want to ask. If they are not comfortable with that, then you can just share that one of your challengers did this. One of my challengers just told me that she lost 20 pounds this month or something. That's really a lot. But anything like that lets people know that they can trust you and come to you for help. They're like, okay, she is helping others. I've seen the results that she's getting with herself and with her groups. I want to join. So doing those behaviors every month will get you there, but you need to do it. And just by posting, people are not going to come to you. In order to have people come to you, you have to invite them. They have to know that the invite is out there. They're going to ignore you at first, but over time, there's going to come a time where they're ready. Another podcast I was listening to said that the point in which somebody joins you is, we'll call it 12 o'clock. And everybody is on a clock, and everybody has a 12 o'clock. Sometimes when you invite them, they're at 3 o'clock. Sometimes they're at 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock. But eventually they're going to get to 12 o'clock and they're going to say yes. So you just have to invite them at the right time when they're at that 12 o'clock. You just can't give up on them. I don't mean spam them, but continuously hold a conversation and keep a relationship with them so that they know that you're available and that you are able to be reached when they're ready. And that's huge. So in order to earn $100 a month, you want to sell 3 challenge packs, basically, is what you want to do. There's other ways to earn money, but that's the fastest way to earn $100. And in order to sell 3 challenge packs, you want to invite 300 people. In order to invite 300 people, you want to invite 10 a day. So break it down like that in your mind. And then every day, don't go to sleep until you send those 10 invites. I remember my very first couple months, I would be upstairs in bed and laying there feeling guilty because I didn't do my invites that day. And I'm like, you know what? This was a quote unquote real job. I'd probably get fired because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to. So I would crawl out of bed and go downstairs and send out those 10 invites, and just shoot them out and then go back to bed. And that's how I made it. You know, it's hard. It's not glamorous. It's not cute. It's not fun sometimes, but that's what you need to do to succeed. I think there was one more thing I wanted to show you. Hold on. Hold on 2 seconds. Oh, right here. So this little worksheet shows you all the different ways you can earn money as a coach. There's a lot of different ways. You get 25% commissions on everything that you sell. 40% of Beachbody On Demand subscriptions, which is cool. So when that goes through, it's only every 3 months. Because they bill quarterly. But if you have somebody that's on Beachbody On Demand, every time that's billed, you earn $15. That's a lot on a $40 purchase. So I like the Beachbody On Demand subscriptions. They're very, very helpful. Coach matching bonus, 5% is Emerald, 10% is Diamond. That means since I'm above Diamond, that whatever you guys earn as a Team Cycle bonus, I get 10% of that in my paycheck. That's a nice chunk of my paycheck as well, which is awesome. That's another reason why you want to build a team. Team Cycle bonus that I already talked about. Fast start bonuses. That's when a coach signs up as a coach right when they order their challenge pack, which most people do. That's why you get $40 instead of $35. However, there's another bonus. When you sign 5 coaches in 4 weeks, you get $100. So this month, if you were to sign up 5 coaches, sign 5 friends, that's $100 added. So you could earn $200. I think that's how I got so high in my first month, why I earned so much. But that's, $100 on top of the 40 per person. So that's a really cool. I always try to get that every month. Try to get that bonus. So those are the ways to earn money. Let me stop sharing. Now let me open it up to questions from you guys. What questions do you have?
My biggest challenge right now is how to approach people when I'm inviting. A lot of my friends group, I was in a previous direct sales company years ago. So a lot of my friends group are tired of hearing about what I'm doing or not interested. They don't want to be sold something. So I'm having trouble branching out past that comfort zone and reaching out into cold calling. And I don't know how to find people or approach people.
Okay. Do you have a like page yet?
I do.
Are you using it?
Yes.
Okay. What's it called?
It's Fit and Fab with Andy Ray, I think. So, yeah.
Start using that. That's where I get 99% of my people is from my like page. You will have to invest a little bit to get it going. And you guys, I did like 3 direct sales companies before Beachbody. And I was in the same boat. My friends and family were like, no.
We don't care anymore, thanks.
So I started my like page, Mama's Losing It, on day 1. And I started investing in it on day 1. Not a ton. It was like $10 a month, I think, when I started. And it hasn't even gone up that much. I only pay like $70 a month now, which is really not bad for how much I make. It's a very low percentage of what I make. But in the beginning, $10 was a lot because I wasn't making much. So you'll have to invest a little bit. And the biggest profit I see right now, and it changes a lot, but on my like page, I'll make an event and I'll boost it for $10. And when I boost that event, it gets seen by a lot of other people. And so you're spending $10 to boost an event. And even if one of those people eventually orders from you, then you've paid more than paid for that $10. So I think it's a good investment. And I think that's the best way to go about having, since you have that, your warm market is already kind of used up. Don't discount your warm market though.
No.
My warm market is now starting to join me. I just had like 3 people join my team last month that I've known this whole time, and they're just starting to join me because they're like, okay, I think she's sticking with this one, and she's
This looks good.
yeah. So it don't give up on that market, but yes, that market will take a little bit longer. So get going on that like page, post on there as much as you want, not salesy. Post you and what you do. You're is it called a paralegal? Is that what your title is? That's a cool job, and a lot of people don't know, and myself included, what you do. So post about it. Post a binder that's shoved full of papers and be like, this is my day today. This is the life of a paralegal and the hours that you work, and just anything that you think, oh, everybody knows this. Most people don't. So posting about that, you're going to attract people that are like you, and that's what you want, that are just like you, your vibe. Post what you're interested in. Post about your twins because they're adorable, and that will attract other moms, especially moms of twins. They'll be like, okay, if she's a mom of twins and doing this, I can too. So post all that stuff, and then also boost those events for your Beachbody Challenge groups. That's huge. And message all of those people and follow up with them and ask them if you can have their email. That's what I do. I build an email list. My email list is huge, and then I send out newsletters and I get them back that way. Just do every little thing. There's not one thing that's going to get you there. It's just everything, kind of.
Some of the efforts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Does that help?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Any other questions? What other questions? I know Heather and Michaela are like, I'm so new, I have all the questions.
All the questions. I want to ask all of the things.
Yes, exactly. Hashtag every question out there. Just start answering. Oh, it's so fun. But the fact that you 2 are on this call is really huge. And I love that. It shows me that you're ready to work. So get to work right away. As a brand new coach, like I said, make that welcome announcement on your page, announcing to your friends and family what you're doing and why you're doing it. And then post every day, do a 7-day transformation, check back with me in 7 days and see where I am. And every day post what you did that day to get to day 7. And people will watch. They might not comment. They might not even like your stuff, but they will watch. And then when you post your 7-day results, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, awesome. It's just the way the social media works. Okay, well, I think we have like 3 minutes left. So I will end this meeting. I'll put the recording up. Heather and Michaela, we need to schedule, we can do a Getting Started Right call together if you want. Sometimes it's easier to do it at the same time. I actually have 3 other new coaches. So maybe I'll do a group getting started right call because it's all the same information. And I will message you guys about that. Okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for getting on tonight. I'll post the recording in case you need to watch it again. And use this training if it's something that you've heard already. Think about it as when you have coaches join you, you're going to have to do trainings just like this. So listening to it over and over and over is just drilling it into your brain so that when you have to teach it, it'll just be natural by then. So no matter how many times you hear the same thing, it's okay. Eventually you're going to have to do what I'm doing, which is exciting. It's fun. Okay, guys, have a good night. Thanks for getting on.
Jill.
Yes. Let me stop.